Hi all, it's Met from Met TV. Welcome to another video. As you've probably clicked on this video, it's because of what you've seen in the thumbnail or the title, the gasoline particulate filter. So yesterday morning, I turned the car on, car started up as normal with your normal checks, and then a message came up, gasoline particulate filter, regeneration required. I had no idea what this was, so I had a quick look in the manual. I'll pop a picture up of the sign and the page in the manual so you can see that. So that little amber sign basically will appear here. This is on the this style of dash. The full digital dash, I'm not sure where it appears, but I have tried to look it up and I have seen it pop down here somewhere. But it's a very, very simple fix. Let me flip the camera back round. So what I did is, obviously in the manual it says drive at 45 miles an hour for 20 minutes. So I waited till the evening. I live dead central London, so there's no point trying to do it any other time. So we went out about 10 o'clock last night, headed up to the A2, and for those that know that area, up Shooters Hill, down onto the A2, it starts off at 50 miles an hour and then increases up to 70. And after reading a few other comments on the MGHS group, a couple of people said you basically need to thrash it and also drop it down a gear. So basically in the 50 mile an hour zone, I left it in 4th gear because you want to keep your revs above 2,000, 2,500. And when we got into the 70 mile an hour, popped it up to 5th gear, and that kept it around about 2,500 miles to 3,000 miles revs per minute. And it says 20 minutes. Mine cleared in about 15. It might even have been quicker than that because it actually cleared before we got to the junction for the M25, M25. But we carried on, and we said, oh, let's just turn off at Blue Water, because I know I can turn back round and come back down and then give it another good 20-minute boot. Done the same thing, kept it in 5th gear for the 70 mile an hour. When we got down to the 50 mile an hour section, dropped it into 4th gear, and this morning started the car, everything was fine, no message. So I'm assuming the filter's cleared itself, and from what I can make out, it's basically soot particles that get into the filter. You do this thrashing it for 20 minutes, if you want to call it that, and that helps clear the soot out of that filter. I've also got my service coming up in, where are we now, 16th. It'll be 2 weeks tomorrow, so I will have a word with the no, actually it'll be 3 weeks tomorrow, sorry. I'll have a word with the dealership and I'll mention it to them, because you know, whether they can open it up, clean it, I don't know. I don't know anything about this, but for those of you, if this message comes up, from what I've read and what I've been told, you just go and give it a boot down the motorway. Make sure your revs are at 2,500. Do that for 20 minutes and the amber warning light just turned itself off, so I'm assuming it worked okay. So I hope this video helps. As I mentioned, I've got my 4th year service coming up, so I have to make the decision on whether to keep the car, pay the remaining finance off, the final balance, just hand it back, walk away, or trade it in for another car. Now, I've done a review on the new facelift HS, and I just can't warrant getting rid of the old Skylines. So at the minute, there's not another MG car that I like. I do like the MG4, but again, living in central London, charging it is just a no-no. It'll be interesting because my dealership, Apple MG in Gravesend, have just taken on the KGMs, so I'll go and have a look. But again, they're around about the same sort of price bracket, maybe slightly more expensive just, but again, they don't have the Skyline, and I just don't know if I can part with that at the minute. But you know, I'm happy to just clear the finance, keep the car for another year, because I've heard on the grapevine that there is a new MG HS, if they're going to call it the new HS, coming the end of the year, start of 2025. So I'm possibly going to wait for that and take it from there. So look out for that video. I'll pop that up in about 3-4 weeks. Until then, catch you later. Peace.